hello. Sorry. I want to talk about Deceivers because I'm listening to somebody and I was thinking about this earlier, but I didn't know how I wanted to put it, so I didn't talk about it. But, Deceivers. Oh, okay, yeah. I was looking at Nature Boy's, a bit of his hearing. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I listened to a little bit of the people testifying, the people that was from Carver Nation. I never kept up with that, but that's fine. I mean, but I just felt like clicking on it this morning just to hear something. But anyway, this isn't really about that. This is what's called Deceivers and Nature Boy. And I was just listening to somebody talk about Benny Hinn. So it's not even about Nature Boy, or it's basically the topic is about Deceivers, period. T.D. Jakes, whoever, just Deceivers, right? And the thing is, Dr. Umar Johnson, at this point, people should not be deceived, though. At this point, people who still supporting, thinking that he's going to come up with the school, it's only because they don't want better for their own communities, basically. Because it's been over 10 years and nothing has come about it. And people are still believing that something's going to happen. Some people are still believing that he's going to help their sons. It's because they don't want better for their children and they don't want better for their community. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Because we can remove, people can remove. When I say people, I'm talking about authorities. I'm not talking about the community, because the community obviously doesn't want better, or Umar Johnson wouldn't have gotten as far as he would have because the community does not want better. So when I say people, I'm talking about the authorities. So the authorities can remove people like Benny Hinn, right? Or say God, whatever people believe is God, okay? God can remove Benny Hinn, right? God can remove T.D. Jakes, okay? God can remove Dr. Umar Johnson. God can remove who else? Nature Boy. He's been sentenced, right? The problem is, though, is that there's going to be a new one that's going to rise up because something is wrong with the hearts of people. Something is wrong with people. I mean, look at the kind of channels that are popular in the channels, and I'm not talking about, my channel don't have that many subscribers because, I'm not a regular uploader. I just come on and off to say whatever's on my mind. And I talk on a black screen. I'm not putting the work in, and I'm not going to put the work in because the kind of stuff I talk about is not going to bring the views. So I'm not going to put the kind of work in. Now, Spirit told me to start cooking and record like that and start cooking. That's when I'm going to put the work in. I'm not going to put the work in to make things look more professional when nobody's going to be flocking to this kind of content. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to do it. And that's the point I'm making. I'm going to name a few people whose channels probably should be close to 1 million subscribers. Tanya TKO. What's this lady name? Her name used to be Nubia I. It's called Higher Elevation. She's been around for, I think, almost 13 years, too. I don't know why Lovely T can't make it to 1 million, but she's celebrity gossip. So that's not even, I don't know why other people talk about the same thing she talk about and they've been able to get a lot of subscribers. So I'm not going to get on that because that's not the type of genre I'm talking about that don't really get views. Because her genre does get views, so I don't know whatever reason she being held back. It sounds like it could be something else going on. But Tanya TKO, Higher Elevation channel, what's her name? Nubia I. And then other channels, and just think about other channels that talk about things of higher consciousness where they're not really trying to get over on people. And their channels don't grow like that too. Now, they get subscribers, but they don't grow as fast as some of the other channels that talk about stuff that's not as important. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. So when people talk about the deceivers and God is going to take them, or the authorities, or they're going to get arrested, whatever. Okay, so you got rid of Nature Boy. You got rid of Polite. But the problem is the people are going to raise up another Nature Boy. If you get rid of Umar Johnson, the people are just going to raise up another Umar Johnson. The people are just going to raise up another Benny Hinn. The people are just going to raise up another T.D. Jakes. If you get rid of them, or Creflo Dollar, if you get rid of them, then the people, because their hearts are messed up. They're messed up in their hearts. People need to repent. People say, so I heard somebody talk about Benny Hinn need to repent, and all these other folks need to repent. People need to repent, because people are the reason why you have the Benny Hinns. People are the reason why you have the T.D. Jakes. People are the reasons why you have Umar, Nature Boy, Polite, and everybody else that you can name up. People are the reason why those folks get to be where they are. Okay? So basically that's all I want to say is that, no, people are the ones who need to repent. They're the ones who need to change. Okay? Because they're the ones, like, look at the churches. Okay, people talk about these charismatic preachers, but these charismatic preachers, for some reason, get to grow their churches. These people who are not, you have preachers who are very authentic. I've been to some good preachers when I was a Christian. Well, I don't like to use the word Christian. I'm going to say when I went to church. I've been to some people that were very good and very sincere, and he didn't ask for nothing. He never asked for nothing. He didn't believe in asking for tithes. And I've been to other people who were very sincere, and they didn't ask for tithes like that. Whatever you want to give, that's what you gave. But those churches don't grow like that. Those churches do not grow like that. See, so that's what I'm talking about. People are more attracted to those mega churches. They like the glitz and the glamour and the fame and the vanity. Okay, that's what people are attracted to. People want to be a part of something that it can not have no kind of spirit in it whatsoever. But it's something that's big. They want to be attached to something that's big like that. Okay? As far as the world goes, something that's big. That's what people like being attached to. So that's what I'm talking about. And until people decide to change their heart, people are attracted to popularity. Okay, I know somebody left it in the comment on one of my videos. I think it was on my other channel. People are attracted to popularity. So that's what I'm talking about. So ain't no need. What's the point of getting rid of these folks for what they doing wrong? I mean, I get, okay, they committed a crime, but also I want to say this, because this is what I was saying too. If we get rid of these guys, then what's going to happen to the guys that's really at the top? And when I'm saying at the top, the ones that they seem to be above the law, that are committing some serious crimes, more heinous. I would say that I hate, because when somebody's being abused, I don't like to minimize somebody's abuse. I'm talking about like people going missing, and all of a sudden their organs missing, trafficking going on, these underground places like in Atlanta, these underground tunnels where a lot of these people go missing, and they probably taking these underground tunnels. What's happening to those folks? Okay, because Eric Mays passed away, the Detroit Flint City Councilman. Okay, he was in charge of, what's it called? Something one. I forgot, but number one. Okay, and anyway, so he recently passed away. And I was looking at a lot of the videos of their meetings and stuff, and he really cracked me up. But I'm glad I wasn't part of that meeting to have to interact with them. But to watch it is funny as heck. But I'm glad I was not a part of that though. Because it was a bit of a shit show. But it was funny to watch. But what I was saying is, I do believe that Eric Mays was sincere in his heart about change in Flint. Okay, I do believe that he could have been sincere in his heart about change in Flint, and he was big on the water crisis. He was big on that. I'm looking at videos where he talked about how much money he was given and all this stuff, and being blocked and things like that. And my thing is this: what good is it to have a good heart to go into office for a position, to have a good heart, but then you have people who are above you that are corrupt? You have people at the very top who's corrupt. So if you have people at the top of the pyramid who's corrupt, and then the very below that person is corrupt, then what are you going to do at the bottom, trying to go in being a good person? What you going to do? This is what I'm talking about. So now I'm saying, when we get rid of folks like Benny Hinn, and you get rid of folks like T.D. Jakes, and get rid of folks like Umar Johnson and Nature Boy and Polite and all these other folks that you get rid of, what's going to happen to these other folks at the top? Because they're the real ones that keep they're not the real ones to keep the stuff. I'm going to tell you, the real ones that keep the stuff going is people, because they don't want to change their heart. People are the ones that need to repent. So I don't want to blame somebody. They need to come down. Well, they come down when people change. I'm just going to leave it at that. They come down when people change. So the things that they keep getting away with is just as much the people's fault as it is theirs. Because people don't want change in their lives. And you can say, well, nobody wants that. Yeah, but look at the stuff that people are attracted to. Look at a lot of the stuff that people are attracted to. Look at what gets the most views, and you're going to see why these people are still able to do what they do. I told you I had a dream about Obama. I think it's a few months ago now, maybe a couple of months ago, maybe more than that. And I had a dream about Obama, and I was outside. I don't know where it was. I don't know what city it was in. I was outside, and Obama was outside, and he didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was, but he just happened to say something to me, and he just said, "They do not appeal. They do not appeal." I don't remember asking him any questions, but he just said, "They do not appeal." And that's it. That's all he said. And then he was opening the door, and I saw a bunch of, so-called black people going in this inside this door as Obama was holding it, and they were just going in and going in. They weren't saying nothing. They were just going in a single file line. Single form line, anyway, they were going in this building. Okay? And he just went in after they went in and closed the door. I don't know what that was about now. Don't know what that was about. But yeah, but all I remember he said to me, "They do not appeal." Interesting. I was thinking about that. And so, people could appeal a lot of the things that's going on, even on a physical level. People could appeal. Now, you have individual people who try to appeal a lot of decisions, and a lot of times they end up losing because it's not a collective. The collective goes along to get along, and you have individuals that try to appeal, and because it's not enough on their side, they end up losing, right? But anyway, and you can also appeal spiritually too. You can appeal because, what's already done. See, what you see in the so-called physical is already done in the spiritual. Okay, and it's just, catching up in time. Okay, it's catching up in time. So it's already been done. What we finally see take place, like if something happened tomorrow that we finally see with the physical eye, it already happened already. It's already taking place. It's just catching up in time. So that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically, what's the point of just keep removing folks if the people don't want to change their behavior? What's the point of continually removing people? Because the only thing they're going to do is create other people that's just like the ones you removed. They're going to keep, because of their hearts, they're going to keep creating people like the ones that were removed. But anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later.